Okay, area of triangle trig style. So we know from geometry, area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. Now, here I'm using A, B, and C. This B happens to be the base also. But this is, I mean, it's nice and we know this formula. However, you'll remember from geometry, it requires you to find the altitude of the triangle, which that can be kind of obnoxious to do. So there's another formula for the area of a triangle where that doesn't require us to know that altitude. All we have to know is sides and angles of the triangle. We do not have to go into that interior. We don't have to find the altitude. So that is a nice thing. This is actually a very useful formula if you're doing this like ever in the real world. Now, every book, again, like when we did the law of sines, every book is going to give you 3 versions of this formula. I'm going to write them down, but we don't care. We don't care about that. It's the patterns that matter. So here are the 3 formulas. Area is 1/2 AB sine C. Area is 1/2 AC sine B. Area is 1/2 BC sine A. Now, I've never seen a book yet that didn't have all 3 of these listed. However, what's way more important, you do not want to learn this from the letters. You want to learn it from the pattern. So look again at the pattern here. When you have the same letter, they're opposite each other. Furthermore, notice how you use all 3 letters. See, I have A, B, C, A, C, B, B, C, A. So you're never using the same letter twice. See, that is definitely something to notice here. I'm going to get rid of this. Where did my eraser go? Now let's look a little more closely at the patterns. AB sine C. Notice that is 2 sides and the angle in between it, or in between them. AC sine B. 2 sides and the angle in between them. BC angle A, sine A. 2 sides and the angle in between them. So if I were to put this in words, the area is 1/2 times the product of any 2 sides times the sine of the angle in between them. That is how to learn this formula. So once you get that, these are a piece of cake. So this is going to be a short lesson. I'm going to draw like, I don't know, 3, 4 triangles up here, and we'll knock out the areas. Very easy. The biggest reason for error is when we do the law of cosines, which we're not there yet, but we'll get there when we get there. So let's look at a few examples here. We'll do 4. By the time we get to the 4th, you probably won't even need to watch that one. So let's say we start out with a picture, and you know that this is 30 degrees, and this is 27 centimeters, and this is 20 centimeters. All right, let's start out with another picture that looks like this. And this is 120 degrees. And this one is 35 degrees. And this is 8 inches, and this is 14 inches. And then let's do one where I say angle A is 47 degrees, side B is 2.3 centimeters, side C, notice how I'm using all 3 letters, A, B, C, is 1.9 centimeters. And I think that'll be good. This will be plenty. Getting my calculator. Now this one, the directions for all of these is find the area. And this is flat out given to you, good to go. The area is 1/2 times the product of any two sides times the sine of the angle in between. It's as simple as that. So all I got to do is punch the buttons, and I will do that right now. And I'm getting that the area here is 135, and in this case, that looks like letters. 135 centimeters squared. And that's all there is to it. Now in this one, notice how I don't know the angle in between. But geometry still applies. The angles have to add up to 180. So 180 minus 120 minus 35. So that's 25. And now that was the only thing. So now we just got to punch in our numbers. 1/2 times the product of any two sides times the angle in between. And let's see. Area equals times 8 times sine 25. And that's 23.67. And that would be square inches. Here, you could draw the picture. We won't even draw it here. Like, you notice, see how it's all, well, we'll draw it. Just to change things up, let's put A here, B here, and C there. It really doesn't matter. So this is 47. B would be over here is 2.3. C is 1.9. See visually how when you use all three letters like that, I get two sides of the angle in between. So you could draw it, you don't have to. So the area is going to be 1/2 times the product of any two sides times the sine of the angle in between. So for this one, I get area is 15.98, not degrees, centimeters squared. All right, short and sweet for that one. Have a good one.